Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 5th to the 11th. This is for Aries and Aries rising, and we're going to jump right into it because you know this is a big week. If you saw your monthly forecast, this is really big. You know, you're going to feel really spiritually moved this week, but there's so much other things happening. Now, before I even get to this week, over the weekend, we had two really big things happen. On Friday, we had Mercury sextiling Neptune, and then Mercury moved into Aquarius. So that Mercury sextile Neptune is really big. And I want you to pay attention to this because throughout the week, Mars will sextile Neptune as well. And so this is very interesting. Neptune is, all about your imagination and dreams and compassion. And there's so much there up here. Okay. That's where Neptune is for you right now in your 12th house of the subconscious, of intuition, and of dreams. Now, so here's the first thing, Aries. I do want you paying attention to your dreams. They could be telling you something, especially with Mercury sextiling Neptune. Mercury, the planet of communication, really interesting. Neptune, all about intuition. And again, it's in your 12th house of intuition. Okay. So keep that in mind. You could be getting like intuitive downloads as well. And that Mars sextiling Neptune that's going to happen midweek, it's really going to amplify that as well. So you could feel this pull toward like a higher purpose this week. But there's also other things happening that's very interesting. Now, Mercury moving into Aquarius. Now, when I say pay attention to your dreams, I mean that in all meanings of the word, because all this there's so much activity in Aquarius too. And Aquarius rules your hopes and wishes and dreams and goals and whatnot. So really, really, it's like the theme of the week is like dream, but dream big. Yeah, dream big. Mercury moving into Aquarius, as I explained in your monthly forecast, this is just really like, forward thinking, a lot of progressive thinking, a lot of thinking about your future, thinking outside the box. Okay. I said, don't be square around this time. There could be some really interesting conversations that you have around this time. Now, on Monday, we kick off the week with the very first conjunction, Mercury conjuncting Pluto. They are so close. It is so intense. This is a lot of power in words, like I said earlier, but this is also like there's this depth you may feel in terms of like logic and thinking and even communicating. So there could be something new that you're going through, especially even thinking about your February forecast. You did get like the Ace of Swords. You did get the Ace of Pentacles. You did get, the Page of Cups. You have all these like new things that are happening in your life. And so you will feel it around this Mercury conjuncting Pluto. I want you to really take advantage of this too. Really, really take advantage of this moment. There could be something happening with friends as well, because, Pluto being in Aquarius, the sun being in Aquarius, Mercury now being in Aquarius, there could be some big conversations you have with friends or groups you belong to, organizations you belong to as well. That's all in the 11th house. Now, on the 7th, the beautiful, wonderful, amazing day of Venus trining Uranus. Now, we just came after Venus trining Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, good luck. Now Venus is trining Uranus, which has gone direct. So we're feeling a lot of that Uranus energy. All right. Uranus is all about breakthroughs. Uranus is all about being inventive. It's it can be a rebel rouser, right? It rules Aquarius, which is known to be the, rebellion. You could feel like this rebellious streak, but Uranus is also surprises and the unexpected. So, if you're here for love, hey, just pay attention to this day. Something surprising, something new, something really nice could be happening around this time. And I say new because there's just so many new things happening for you, and you could be interested in something new and really forming something out of this aspect that's coming, especially because it's happening right after Mercury conjuncting Pluto. It is a really good time to be social as well. And remember, Venus is also creativity. It's also money. And speaking of money, this is going to be a big thing for you because Venus is trining Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus in your second house of money. So money. All right. So it could be a big thing for y'all. Something unexpected in terms of money could happen as well. But I really love this because Mars will sextile Neptune this day. So something could be just like really like you just feel very soulful. You feel like really good, like, very, it's almost like you understand your higher purpose. You have a clear vision of your higher purpose, very spiritually driven. Remember, this is Neptune we're talking about. Neptune happens to be in your 12th house. All right. So just keep that in mind. We did not have Mars sextiling Neptune last year. Make the most of it now. Okay. This is soulmate energy. This is like you looking into someone's eyes and seeing down to their soul. Mars is your ruling planet. It's all about action. I absolutely love this. Now, on the 8th, this is when the sun squares Uranus. So you are going to be feeling this for a little bit. All right. This is when things could go a little like what is going on? There could be something that goes a little sideways, something that you didn't expect. Again, Uranus is all about surprises and the unexpected, and this is a square, so it's not like it's kind of like a squeeze. It's almost like you may feel like there's something that you have to break through. Okay, now the reason why this is going to be a little bit like significant is because the day after, on Friday, we have a new moon in Aquarius. But remember, Uranus is squaring the sun. The sun is in Aquarius. This Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet. So will this new moon be challenging? It's not the best one of the year. I'll leave it at that. It's you can, during new moons we do set intentions, but remember, think about Uranus, who's there saying, "Oh, you want that? I'm going to surprise you, give you something else." So it really is just be very, open-minded around this time, because something could be, there could just be a WTF moment with something even existing where it's just like a little bit of like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. That, ha 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 ha, that's really funny, universe. Now I got to work with this. So, and again, everyone's different. Every Aries is different. Every Aries has a different birth chart. Every Aries has a rising sign. That's what makes you different from every other Aries out there. So every Aries is going to feel this differently. Some may feel it like a 1 out of 10, maybe for some, maybe like a 6 out of 10. Just be mindful around this day. But on the 10th, this is what is really interesting, is because the 10th is the Mercury squaring Jupiter now. And so it's almost like you just need to focus a little bit, okay? Focus a little bit around this weekend. Focus on your intentions, what you really, 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 really want. All right? I did just quote the Spice Girls for you. So with that said, as you can see, Neptune, very active this week. So you could be in your head a little bit. Uranus, very active this week, but we have that Mercury conjuncting Pluto. We have Venus trining Uranus. I mean, just take advantage of these. Take advantage of these aspects. So with that said, let's see what's going on for you, Aries and Aries rising. If you want to read for your moon and your Venus, all those other, if you know your birth chart, those placements, you are absolutely welcome to. All right, Aries. So let's get started. See what's going on for you for the week of February 5th to the 11th. Now, Aries, like I said earlier, I didn't say it earlier, but I'll say it now. I do a traditional cultic crest spread. Really does give the best overview, in my opinion. If we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers. Secondly, Aries, you're amazing. I love you. Thanks so much for being here. I know that y'all are going through some things. You got the North Node moving in it's in your sign. Are you ready for the eclipse happening in your sign too in April? Prepare. I mean, this is a big year for you. Now, you're good. Aries, you're good. You're good. You have nothing. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. You're amazing. You're amazing. How wonderful is this? Let's get started. You got the King of Cups. I really love this. The biggest energy I'm picking up on is that I don't want you bottling up any emotions at this point. There may be some of that, okay? And there could be a lot going through your head. I want you to have that balance between what's going on with your head, what's going on with your heart, what's going on with your spirit as well, right? Mind, body, spirit. Think of that. But this is really great with the King of Cups showing up in your past, because there is a sense of really feeling emotionally stable, really feeling even if things are maybe turbulent around you, you've got this. You're fine. You're fine. You can even see, I'm going to show you here. You can even see his throne is literally on top of water. Look how turbulent the water is. It's not going to knock him off. It's not gonna not. He's the king of water here. All right. So the cups, your emotions, your feelings, even intuition as well. This is really nice. He holds the scepter. He's not even looking at the cup. That's how like much he's confident in his emotions. But again, that big energy I was feeling earlier, like don't bottle anything up. I think you're gonna be fine though. I think you're gonna be fine. You did get the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I love this in the heart of your spread. One of my favorite cards. All right. Six of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards, all about generosity, all about gratitude, all about giving back. Now, remember I said we kicked it off this week, over the weekend with Mercury sextiling Neptune. That is an aspect where it is like the power of your words that heal others. Okay, there is a sense of like compassion for the world, compassion for people around you, even like humanity at large. For some of y'all, it could even be, at this point, Mercury's still in Capricorn on that second, like before Mercury moves into Aquarius. And that is your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition. So like, maybe even with colleagues as well. But anyway, and work related, but even still, this is just showing there's like a lot of support. You've got a lot of support. So if you find yourself like thinking a lot, if things go a little sideways, maybe you're going to have the support that you need. It looks like some things are coming through too, like money. Okay. Like I said, Venus trining Uranus and remember, it could be surprising. Okay. And remember, if you're not here for money, Venus represents a lot of other things like love and whatnot, but it is the Pentacles. All right. So there is a sense of wealth, but wealth in your physical reality as well. All right. As in like wealth in your career, wealth in your relationships, wealth in your family. I absolutely love this. I want you to take some time thinking this week, actually. I want you to spend some time thinking, asking yourself, am I giving, and I'm not getting anything in return? Or am I sitting here waiting to receive and I have nothing to give, or I'm not giving at all? I want you to understand that balance, okay? Because that is going to be key this week, all right? I want you to really have, you even see the scale in his hand here, all right? It's all about that balance, but with the Six of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, and 6 is the heart of the tree of life, by the way. So I really do love this for you. There is a sense of like just this feel good energy and that support you need. And again, a lot of y'all will be the ones offering support to others as well. And it could be in a financial way. Yeah, sure. Like if someone is short on rent, you could be the one that's like, oh, you're $20,000 short on rent. I got you. Maybe like $200, but you did get the 4 of Wands in your challenge area. That it looks like, looking at what's happening here, I want you to know that some things may be happening for you. And there's some things that you want. Again, this kind of like perfectly aligns with what I said about the new moon. Some things that you want, you may not feel like it's happening, but yet, okay? Yet is the key word, all right? This, ultimately this is like the breakthrough area. And this is a card of milestones, it's celebration. It's a lot of like comfort and feel good. It's like someone's broken out, like the party hats and the foghorns. It's in your challenge area. So just know that like there could be something that needs a little bit more planning, okay? It needs a little bit more time for you to even have this like emotional, spiritual healing before this can happen, right? So just know you're moving into an amazing place in your life. So if something that you feel like isn't happening yet, keyword is yet. You got the Fool. You're ready for this. Not only did you get the Fool in your crown, you got the Knight of Swords. Hello. Amazing. I think that you're going to handle this Uranus energy really well because the Fool is attributed to Uranus. So it does have a lot of Aquarius energy. As we know, we already have a lot of energy in Aquarius right now, but this is taking that leap of faith. This is doing that thing that you want. This is building that confidence. This is you have it. You have that confidence. You're going to feel it. All right. You're definitely going to feel it. You see the full abundance of the sun here as well. I want you to see that as well with the Fool. You see, obviously he's the Fool, but see the word full as in Full as well, because this is bringing you this fullness of life, this sun, this confidence, this, even risk taking, right? No risk, no reward, right? And that's kind of like what you may be thinking this week. All right. So taking some risks, especially with Uranus at play, again, that is going to be really nice for you. Now, especially if you're single too, that Venus trining Uranus, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And even like creative endeavors, but you also got the Knight of Swords, which is really great. One of the reasons why it's so great, and I really love the fact that you got the Knight of Swords, is because the Knight of Swords is Gemini, and that is your 3rd house of communication. And Mercury is very active this week. Mercury being the ruling planet for Gemini. So really love this. This is someone who is bold, fearless, really just goes after what they want. But in terms of communication, in terms of also your mindset, thinking, so even logic and whatnot. But it looks like there is some truth that you're seeking. You will find it. This is you're good. You're absolutely good. You have the Ten of Cups in your future. What can I say? You're great. Okay. There is this charge about you this week, and it does look like if there are any unexpected things or surprises that come your way, it looks like it may not even affect you that much. Okay, so it could even minimize that Uranus impact, because you're going to be in your head so much, right? Remember, I said all this activity in your 12th house, as well as Neptune being very active, being in touch with your intuition. And then there's, Neptune really is like, if there's anything that's like psychic, it would be that. King of Cups is the most psychic king, right? Like a lot of intuitive energy. It's almost like if there's anything that may happen, like you're just going to know, right? Your third eye is going to be activated, your pineal gland. Now, Ten of Cups in your future. You know this card. Come on. Happy family, happy couple, happy home, happy everything, happy children, happy everything here. All right. So I really love this for you. You see there's a lot of enlightenment in this card. This card is the epitome of like enjoyment, right? Joy literally lives in the word enjoyment. You're good. You're absolutely good. You're really reaching this period in your life, this phase in your life where there is going to be almost like this, you feel it in your bones, okay? And you're definitely going to feel it this week. This is absolutely nice. It indicates like there is this promising future. There is a sense of, with tens being an end, when 0 equals 1, right? It's the end of the suit here. And so there is almost like this, like, okay, everything's really great, and I'm going to be moving into this like new period in my life, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's get to your stuff. Aries, come on, you're amazing. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on. Aries, what are you excited for your solar eclipse? Oh my goodness. You have a big one coming up. All right, so yeah, you're good. You're gonna have to, get out of your head a little bit. There's gonna be a little bit. You're gonna be in your head. All right, that's just a given. But remember, use it. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe your dreams are trying to tell you something. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your intuition. All right. Pay attention to just have your intuition activated. But it may just naturally happen for you with all this Neptune energy. Okay. Now you did get the 2 of Wands. All right. So I actually really love this for you. There is a sense of, like I said, this week will feel great. There is a sense of you moving forward, thinking forward, looking ahead, seeing, what actions do I take now? What happens now? How will this impact, things down the line? So I want you to just sit there and let things marinate. Don't like really, with what's happening here, it's like just saying like, think things out, especially with the 2 of Wands here. You can see he's got the world in his hand. All right. Standing at the highest point in the castle, yet there is a sense of like, plan things, okay? Plan things. And you may be doing that already, planning a lot of things. Remember, even all that Capricorn energy, remember the key word was like long-term, right? Long-term. And we still have a lot of Capricorn energy this week as well. But, for a lot of y'all, that's going to be career, okay? That's your, like I said, your 10th house. Wands even have a strong connotation to enterprise, career, jobs, and whatnot. But yeah, just continue to plan. This card is actually attributed to Mars and Aries. It's so funny because it's one of the like, it just doesn't, it's like you look at the card, you're like, okay, that's kind of like a boring card. It is one of the most underrated. It's powerful. This card is really powerful. He literally has a world in his hand. Anyway, we'll keep going, but just plan your next step. Plan your next step. Now, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You're good. You're good. With the Queen of Pentacles in your external factors area, with the 6 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, yes, there is going to be a sense of like you're going to feel some wealth, and there could be someone in your life that actually provides it. And a bigger message coming through. It's like if you are here for career, if you are here for job, if you, or even just like a passion, a big passion of yours, where you are seeking like money or investment or anything like that. it could be now. It could be now. Okay. It could be now that you do really receive it. The Queen of Pentacles is very giving. She has this maternal quality to her, and she is the richest queen. All right. She does have the resources to build the world that she wants to live in. All right. But you see her hands underneath the pentacle. Okay. Underneath the pentacle, giving, providing, right? And so there could be someone that's in your life that really brings that to you. Okay. Again, if you're not here for money, it can be in the sense of like wealth in areas of your life. So there could be something that's you feel wealthy in, right? There could be this sense of like, I feel wealthy in this area in my life. But you know what? Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, by the way. So that's one of the reasons why you may feel it in career or fame, right? The 10th house is fame, public recognition, honors, achievements. There could be some accolade you receive. It's social status. So you're fine. You got the Lovers. Hey, hey, hey. We're approaching Valentine's Day. Listen, if you celebrate that now, the Lovers, where it falls in your spread, really interesting because it looks like some of y'all are looking for it. Some of y'all may be seeking it this week. Not only if you're single, possibly like looking for romance, but also if you are in a relationship, maybe you're looking for that spark. Maybe there's something that you want to end in a relationship and start something new. Maybe there's a phase in a relationship. Okay. No matter what it is, there is a sense of like you wanting to have that choice, you wanting to have that like decision, being part of a decision, in actuating and realizing and manifesting things that happen again for things to come. All right. So very interesting. Be very vocal this week. You have a lot of support, but one of the reasons why I say that is because the Lovers, just like the Knight of Swords, again, Gemini card, right? So that rules your third house of communication. All right. And then lastly, you have the Five of Wands. All right. So there is going to be, it's not like the biggest message coming through is, yeah, there's going to be, with some of y'all, you may be, remember the 12th house is the subconscious, and so you have some activity there with Neptune kind of like fueling things and whatnot. But even still, at the end of the day, there is some sense of like family and children. There could be like children bickering around you, but there could also be like a sense of you like having a hard time having a good time with a situation that is circumstantial that you're like, what is going on here? And that could be your Uranus moment. But the other thing is, it seems like there might be, because the Five of Wands is a conflict card, okay? And there could be something that you really, really, really enjoy, but there is like this tug of war about, is this something that I really want to like continue and pursue? The other thing is there is like a heavy association with competition with this card, and it can be friendly. Yeah, it can be like, sibling rivalry or whatnot, right? Or, dumping paint on your neighbor every time he walks by. Just something fun, right? Something like that. Hopefully you don't do that, and nobody does that. But I'm getting an energy. It's almost like fun for you in a sense. But again, remember, Mercury conjuncting Pluto, power in words. So just be, very just mindful about the way that you speak, especially if there's a lot of you're in a situation with a lot of egos at play. All right. But there is this competitiveness, and how much time do I have? You want me to, I'll clarify for you. All right. So, yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Just don't, avoid any sort of like, ego bear traps. All right. Always be that person that is like, if there is any sort of like, conflict happening around you or people not seeing eye to eye or a lot of egos at play, be that person, Aries. Be that person. It's like, y'all, we need to get along. We need to see eye to eye. Because here's the thing. Look at this. It's just kids swinging their wands in the air. It's child's play. So whatever is this situation is so not worth your time. Okay. So not worth your time. But again, I was getting a sense of like fun. There's like a sense of fun with it. Just be mindful if, you do throw paint on your neighbor's head or whatever. And he's just like, ha 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 ha. And you're like, you actually deserve it. Like, don't do that, right? Like, don't do that. It's like you're having fun. All right. Let him throw the paint on you. But again, do not do this. Do not throw any paint on anybody. Please do not do that. Do water. All right. Or just, just play a video game together. That's the best way to do it. Play a video game where you're playing against each other. Anyway, you got the 9 of Wands, so you're fine. You're absolutely fine. You're just ready to move forward. There's so much energy in your spread. I mean, you have your 2 knights here, which is absolutely amazing. You have the 6 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Cups in your future. You got the Queen of Pentacles. The King. I mean, you're good. You're good. Aries, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments. No paint, okay? No paint. I never should have even brought that up. Just play a video game with someone that where you're, I don't know, or Trivia Pursuit, whatever. Anyway, Aries, I'll see you. Next week is the big week, isn't it? Next week is a big week. Your ruling planet moves into Aquarius next week, and then your ruling planet conjuncts Pluto next week. I mean, and then we have Venus conjuncting Pluto. I mean, lots happening next week. All right. Anyway, I'll see you next week. Thanks so much, Aries. Bye-bye.